Hello beautiful bookish people, my name is Hannah and today I thought we'd go to the thrift store! Yep, that's me. Why? Because we are recommending books based on whatever I find at the thrift store. Are you excited? Because I know I am! Sorry. But yes, you heard it here first. I have not been into the thrift store in such a long time. It's because I have not had a free day. Hold on, moment of silence. Today is Wednesday, currently, which is the best day to go thrifting apparently in Texas because that's half off day. At the local thrift shops that I know. We can hopefully find some pretty cute things and then recommend you books based on them. So for those of you who don't know, I would describe my style as grandma meets 90s sitcom. Wow. So it's a lot of sweater vests, no hats, and a lot of button-ups that are a bit too big. So basically if like Blossom Russo didn't wear hats, but my fashion sense is not the topic of this video, thank God. But while we're on the way to the thrift store, what should we talk about? I don't know. What should we talk about, guys? I love having a YouTube channel and pretending to be Dora, but I'm gonna use this avenue to complain! Introducing this segment, Hannah complains about college. Because I have a specific story and I want to tell you because it does make me actively mad. So I am an English major, so it should still be relevant to you because we're gonna complain about books and the academic pressure that comes along with being an English major. So I am in a class right now called Analysis and Interpretation, and we had to read a James Baldwin short story called Sunny's Blues, which is amazing. I love it. I've never felt music portrayed so accurately. Like, I've never read a scene where I felt music before, but James Baldwin somehow does it because he's great. But in the discussion board, the question was something along the lines of like, if we saw the story from the younger brother who was like a drug dealer, how would that change the story? And I loved the younger brother, so I was like, oh, this would change. You would see this in his academy and his schooling and blah blah blah. And I was basically like, I think regardless, I think knowing someone's reasons behind decisions automatically makes you more empathetic no matter what they are, no matter like if it goes against like your, I don't know, moral guard or whatever. And my professor, but imagine that 250 words. But my professor had the audacity, the utter audacity to say, yes, Hannah, reasons do matter, but like, what if we were in the head of a pedophile? And literally quotes Lolita at me by like Vladimir whatever, I don't care. And I was like, you stupid idiot. Like, if we're applying the same question to this book, the goal of Lolita is to make you feel empathetic for literally a pedophile. So why are you quoting him? Why are you in my DMs? Why are you in my discussion board when you actually don't know the context of what you're trying to prove this point to me? Because you don't know it. You have a PhD and you're stupid. I was floored. Should we get coffee? Let's go. Oh my gosh. We just crossed 2 lanes to get some coffee, but it's fine. That was like my really big story because I was like, how dare you quote Vladimir to me and then not know the actual context of Vladimir? Because I've read Lolita, I know. Anywho, I do have a conspiracy theory that anyone who brings up Lolita in conversation has like not called their family in maybe a year. Hi, I was wondering if I could get a triple grande iced vanilla latte. We hate it here, we do. Should we ask them what their favorite book is? Do you dare me? Okay, I think I will, depending on how I feel when I get up there. We'll see. We'll let Destiny decide. Hey, good, how are you?
Thank you. Could it be 612 today?
Oh, can I ask you a stupid question?
Yeah, go ahead.
What is your favorite book?
My favorite book?
Yeah.
It's called The White Giraffe. It's like an older book.
The White Giraffe.
Yeah,
Okay.
You have got to read it. It's so good.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day.
You too. She was so passionate, I love it. Oh, the white giraffe, everybody. Put it on your TBRs. You heard it first from the Starbucks barista, okay? Wow. We cannot go thrifting without a cup of coffee, okay? Okay, thank you. All right, we have officially arrived at the first destination. So I guess insert, we're not gonna do a longer than 30-second montage because I don't wanna waste your time. After those 3 clips, I have acquired some things. So you know what that means?
It's time for book recommendations. Yeah.
Put it on iTunes. But first things first, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. When you say grandma, I understand what you're saying, Hannah, because, oh my gosh. Hello? Hello? Look at her. So for this one, it is very like grandma chic. It's soft on the inside, but like this texture is not the nicest because like of the fabric that they chose to line it with, but that's fine because when you're wearing it, it'll be nice and comfy. So it feels like if your grandma just gave you like a big old hug because she loves you. But why is she giving you a hug? Because she slapped you with like a brutally honest, heartbreaking opinion that you just needed to hear. That's what the vibe is. So I think you should read, look at this transition. Little Weirds by Jenny Slate. Never have I felt so validated about my romanticism in such a heartbreakingly honest way. So that's this vibe. If that's the vibe you want to get, your grandma gave you brutally honest advice, but it was advice that you needed to hear, but then gave you a hug afterward. Jenny Slate, Little Weirds. You heard it here first. All right, next. This one I feel like I might get judged for. And I saw it on the rack and I couldn't say no. I love Pope Francis too. I'm such a sucker for like goofy teas that I couldn't let this guy go. We're gonna definitely give it a watch. Might have been owned by a smoker. That's fine. I cannot wait to wear this, I'm not gonna lie. But obviously, the topic, Catholicism. What is the best book I've read about Catholicism? Heretics Anonymous, okay? What is it about? It's about a guy who transfers into a Catholic school, thinks he finds an ally in a girl, turns out she wants to be the first female priest. So it's all about like religious tolerance, understanding people, being empathetic, but also calling out the church for some bad things that it's done. So boom, I love Francis, and boom, I love Heretics Anonymous. Okay, moving on. So for this one, you're gonna be like, okay, when you say 90s sitcom, I totally understand what you mean because look at her. Oh my gosh, look at this. Are you kidding? The design. I feel like that one chick from The Parent Trap in this. But for this one, I am purely going off the tag. It says city girl. She's fun, she's fresh, she doesn't need a man. And for that reason, I think I'm gonna recommend City of Girls for this one. So City of Girls follows a girl, gasp, trying to navigate her life post World War II. So she's in the big city. She's trying to understand what love is, what friendship is, and later on down the novel, I don't think the main protagonist would wear this, but her friend is like a fashion designer, so I think her friend would give her this shirt, and out of the kindness and goodness of her heart, she would wear it around like downtown 1960s New York and feel incredibly fashionable. And I'm not mad about that. I love Elizabeth Gilbert, so let's go. So I only have one more thing. That is this beautiful, beautiful sweater vest. I told you all sweater vests, and that was foreshadowing because I found the most beautiful one I've ever seen. So it's got this like floral design, but then there's complicated black and white designs down here that like add to the effect of the flowers. So what do I think you should read if you love florals and complicated characters and designs? Boom! Wild Beauty, Anne-Marie McLemore, possibly, you know what, I will say it, one of the greatest YA authors, in my opinion, of all time. So that follows a family of girls, and suddenly they wake up in their garden and a boy appears. So it's figuring out the mystery. It's figuring out identity. It's figuring out perceptions of the family dynamic. So I only have one other location to go to, but that Wednesday is the day, guys. Wednesday is the day to thrift. Can you see how genuinely happy I am? Because the next thrift shop I'm about to go to, everything in there is gonna be 25 cents. I don't think you understand how ham I'm about to go because I'm pumped. So, how you guys feeling? Let's do a check-in, mental check-in. How you doing? I'm feeling so much serotonin, which funnily enough, I think would be my drag name. Serotonin. Get it? We're punny. So for this next transitional phase, before we go to another thrift shop, I would like to introduce you to this segment, songs I associate with fictional characters. Ready? We're starting with the all-time favorite book, Places No One Knows, with Waverly. I don't think you're ready. I don't think you are.
Julie, Juliana, dream a little dream.
Ready?
Your life is in between.
Get it? Thank you.
These little girls, mama's whole wide world.
Ready? My favorite part.
Juliana.
I'm just gonna show you another Marshall song, okay? This one is if Places No One Knows became a movie, which will never happen, but this song would be playing in the background as Marshall first walks into school, slow-mo, and we establish his character through this song. Are you ready?
I've been a mess of late, stressed of late.
Perfect. Embodies his character, like, step away from me. I don't like to be perceived. And honestly, same Marshall. On that emotionally vulnerable note, I think it's time to go to the thrift store and then recommend you more books. Are you ready? Y'all are not ready. I found some cool stuff. And for 25 cents. It's destiny, it's love, we love to see it, but the first thing I want to show you is this like orange like top, has a little strap that you can put around your waist and cinch it. You could like wear it at the beach. This is what I assume is like beach wear, is because I am insecure and it looks like it could hide my thighs. And do you know who else is emotionally unavailable and also hides things they are vulnerable about? Both of the characters from Beach Read. Look at that transition. Yes, in my opinion, like I think I would wear this to the beach. In Beach Read, we discuss vulnerabilities at a beach house. It follows a guy and a girl who are rivals in college and then turn romance. Listen, there are cowboy hats, there are scenes where we go to a graveyard, and there's some sexy times on a bookshelf. Honestly, what more could you need at the beach? This and Beach Read. Let's go. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and show you three things because they are kind of in the same vein. They're very Southern couture, Texas rodeo, but like floral and flowers. Okay, we were confident while saying that. First thing first, look at this little shirt. What really sold me is that little stitching the flowers. It's growing, it has nice textures. It also has some shoulder pads that we will be taking out later, but I love it. I do, it's very nice, love early. And then there was this jacket. that I was so confused about, but I kind of love it. Fun fact about me, I love denim and I do collect it. So when we saw this like weird, unique piece, got this like lace lining, and it almost looks like if you were going to the rodeo and riding a horse, you would wear this, because I think it's actually adorable. Okay, and then the last little piece of like, I don't know, cute, kitschy southern wear that I think Dolly Parton would wear is this. Are you kidding me? Stop that. I can't. I love this so much. I know some of y'all are being like, it's ugly, but I love it. It's my passion. It's my favorite thing I've gotten today. It's pink. But yes, so for these like 3 items, I think I'm just gonna like recommend you a book that I think Dolly Parton would like. So Dolly Parton, the love of my life, the person that brings me the most joy. She's a romantic, but she knows about love. She's lost love. She over romanticizes, and she speaks about a time where life was pure. So for that reason, we are going to for sure recommend you My Antonia. Now My Antonia is not set in the South. It's set in like Nebraska 1850s, but it's got that like pioneer southern farmer feel to it. It's about like establishing yourself in America, family politics, and then losing the love of your life because you just never shot your shot, bro. But it follows this guy, and he just falls in love with this girl named Antonia, who's his neighbor, and then he moves to the big city. He realizes what he's lost. Antonia becomes this like embodiment of the past. I think Jim, I think he's such a romantic that he would listen to Dolly Parton, and he would for sure not be able to look at red roses because he associated them with Antonia. Is that a Dolly Parton reference? Yes, it is. Here it is.
And I will forever hate roses.
On that note, guys, I think I'm done. I don't want to go too crazy, guys, but this has been a very successful trip in my opinion. I just want to say thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time. Keep reading and all that jazz. Gotta go this way. I am right. Listen, there's cowboy shelves. Wait, what? Let me find it for you. Of I Do Not Like Demonic Sacrifices. While we're waiting in line, I just want to pitch to you. Imagine me on Survivor. Right now. Ow! My clap hurt my own ear.